Hello, everyone. I'm Robert Smith. It's Tuesday. It's the Strat Attack show where we hop into the urban assault vehicle and see what's going on. So we're brushing with the highs here in SPY, and we know we had the inside week. And the problem with that is that the magnitude is only to just take this out once you get that inside week. So there's not too much magnitude. It took it out and then backed off at the end of the day, as you can see here, a little backing off and back and fill, but we got a lot of earnings coming out, so we'll see with the SPY. Like I said, just kind of trapped up in here, still trying to chew its way up. If you go to QQQ, and Q's still handily inside weak, hasn't taken it out. So your magnitude would, if you take that out, is to take this out, right? Not too much on that. You do have NVIDIA earnings tomorrow, and you can see how that has been drying up, waiting for these. Look at this, NVIDIA is waiting for those earnings tomorrow afternoon. If we go to the Dow Jones Diamonds, discernibly weaker, and you can see we potential shooter on the day to come back down and take this stuff out. If we go to the weekly, handily an inside week, not even close. So I'll get to a few of those names in just a second. If we go to the small cappers, and the small cappers still handily inside week as well. So going to let a bunch of these earnings come out. Like I said, in the morning, we're going to have Baidu here, and Baidu, and I believe Billy Brew. So this could give us an idea of what China's doing here, and then JD following that. So if you just go to the weekly, it's trying to come up, and JD here, and see if it gets out of this try or comes ripping back through. So we'll see. We do have, like I said, a lot of retail, and so in the morning you got Target, and Target looking like this here on the daily. There's your try here in an inside day to see how it gets out of that. You got TJ Maxx. Oops. TJ Maxx. And TJ Maxx on the month, still 2 down, 2 up. So we'll see if more comes of that. And waiting on that gives you this thing here. So we'll see. It also has this, the inside week. Which way is it? Is it going to negate that month, or is it going to reconfirm it? Because you got Ross Stores coming out on Thursday. Slightly taking that out, but once again, a lot of these things are still in the month. They're still 2 down, 2 up for right now. You've also got Macy's coming out, and Macy's having a nice run coming into the earnings, so we'll see how that goes. Let's see what else we got. They got Lowe's tomorrow morning after on the heels of Home Depot coming up, so we'll see what goes on with that. There's also Cisco tomorrow afternoon, so we'll see what they want to do with that. You can see kind of drying up in front of that. Anywho, the ones that are on the move, your LCIDs, and just still running after hours, and so we'll keep an eye on that. It's exhaustion risk by going into the highs, more recent highs, and of course Riven. Oh boy, and that backed off a little bit at the end of the day. There you go. Things plenty of action in these things to set up for some scalper setups, so keep an eye on those things. And LI also had a nice push here, like so, coming back through a previous range. That's something we'd always want to see. And on the weekly, 2 down, 2 up, and you've got more room to go take out some highs. So you might keep an eye on LI. If we go to the home builders, XHB, and on the month, it's taking out, going into the recent highs here. So if we take a look at like DHI, you got a little more magnitude to take that out. The 2 down, the 2 up. You can go right down the line. Toll Brothers, KBH, and then LGIH lagging here. As you can see, outside month, we're going to see if that's going to come up. Now you got your outside, inside week to the upside in LGIH to keep an eye on there. In the home builders, if you go to GLBE just starting off the week as a 2-2 reversal. 2 down by taking out the lows, 2 up by taking out the highs and back to the previous range. Had a real nice day today, so we'll see if that continues through all this range in here, and might as well draw it. If I draw it, maybe they will come. You see this, like so, and if so, then you can get that potential outside month, but you got some distance on that. We'll see. If we go to Urban Outfitters, also in the retail here, gap up, just kind of dojiing, but on the month, the 2 down, 2 up, and coming back through the range, and then reconfirmed here on the inside week, trying to come up on all this stuff. You can watch that with all that retail. You've got W starting to come up here, and W had a nice day too, and that's an inside week to the upside. And then if you go to the month, you'll see the RevStrat month back in force, and it did it off the inside day, which was very nice. So we'll see if there's more comes of W on that monthly. If you go to PLBY, and had a nice day here, nice little kicker day, and just a continuation on the monthly of this, the inside month and up, and then accelerating back through the range. So we'll see if that continues. If we go to Aon, and Aon was having a rough time, the rough go of it in here, and now it's trying to work its way back off the inside week 212 back up. You can watch that with some other financials and insurance names. If you go to VUZI gives you an inside day here, and trying to reconfirm this 2-2 month, 2 down by taking out the lows and back through all this kind of stuff here. Let's see, Bloodbath and Beyond doing something here right now. It's up about $1 here, so just watching some of this retail tape here. Inside day still needs to get out of all this kind of stuff in here though, so we'll see in the morning. If you go to GOEV, little guy, nice little day here, huh? The 2 up, the 2 down, and bam. And what that did was reconfirm this, the inside month, the upside. This thing's been a lot higher as well, so you can keep an eye on that. More retail, 5 below. Here, still 2 down, 2 up on the month, and still coming up. Had a nice little day here for it too. And of course, still watching the old monthly FedEx. 2-2 reversal on the month, coming back through all this, watching that. If we go to the downside, we get the pandemics coming down. American Airlines, and I know they've been stuck in a range on the monthly, but we were watching these yesterday or today because the inside day to the downside, and what that does is it causes a 2 up, 2 down week, and that's going to be pretty much everyone. United Airlines, Delta, there, and so then you just go down the line. You can watch DRI here, also taking out last week's lows, back into this 3 here, the 322 on DRI. Brinker Eat, taking the inside week to the downside. You've got Marriott, the hotels having a problem. You've got the cruise ship CCL, taking out the inside week to the downside. RCL here still trying to puke, so all those pandemics having a problem. As we said earlier, you saw the problem in the Dow Jones, diamonds potentially, and what you're seeing here in UNH, right? That inside. No, not quite inside, but a 2-2 reversal back down. And if you go to IBM, IBM still trying to puke. And Cat Tractor here, RevStrat week, the inside bar, the poke up 2, and then boom, coming back through that. So there's a couple of issues, and then as we get closer to the end of the month, we want to see if this sets up the RevStrat month, inside month, and then back into that range. So we'll see. We got some time on that. Of course, we've got a holiday next week, Thanksgiving here in the United States. It'll be closed on Thursday and half day on Friday. So we'll be aware of that as we get closer to the end of the month. If we go to some of the bios, ARWR, you can see this thing getting clocked here. 2 up, 2 down in the week, and just getting hammered in the last 2 days. And you can see this here. Oof. Got some more to take some of these guys out. You've got Amgen as an inside week to the downside. Here, after triangle out, they come inside week up, then inside week back down. And so Amgen having some issues. And BIIB, so starting off just a week. Starts here right back through this range, the 2-2 day. Boom, right? It's a little bit more lows down in here, so we'll see if they want to put her out of her misery. And just one more, we'll go to Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box. And the RevStrat week day here, that was nice. Inside pokes up, coming down, and we'll see if there's anything more to that. It was just a nice daily setup. I thought it was monthly, but not. All right. Anyway, so like I said, a lot of earnings. We're going to be watching these retail earnings, and certainly NVIDIA and Baidu and those Chinese names, and we'll see how it goes. All right, that's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith. This is the Black, the Strat Attack Show.